because it was just a mess. Oh, and I have my I Am Her shirt on. Cute. Come on in the room. Okay. Happy Friday. Friday. However you want to call it. We're here. On my notes from
so I'm gonna try it.
You can try it.
If it echoes, I'll cut it off.
Okay. All the notes from people's lives. So happy Friday. We made it to the last day of the month. And March was pretty bomb. One of your clients said you got a dog. Or maybe it's Bianca. She got Aussies. And this month was like pretty dope. We kicked off our HERstory live series this month for the month of March, in celebration of Women's History Month. And I literally had no idea what I was doing. I literally have
Sorry.
Woo! Literally had no plan, no preparation. I just had a thought, and I said, you know what? It's Women's History Month. And I had this thought maybe like February 25th. Maybe shorter than that. I think I really had it on like the 27th. And I had no thought, no preparation, no plan on what this month was going to bring. I just knew I had an idea to do it. And then actually, her name on Instagram, I think is Glambitious. I got on her live, which I had never joined one of her lives before. I got on her lives and she talked about the same thing about visibility. So to me, that was like a confirmation. Like, okay, no plan. That's mine.
I know I was moving it out of my camera.
Oh. No plan, no nothing. I was just going to do it. She had some other things that I probably could have implemented to make it, you know, a little more. But, you know, y'all, a girl still works full time. And so I decided to just do it the way I wanted to do it. And this is how it turned out. So I wanted to figure out a person to really end the live with. Is it an echo?
No, it's just you talking.
Oh. And then I said, I'm gonna end this with me. Yeah, what better person to do end the month with me? And then Brittany was like, it's you versus you. And I said, that's my only competition. So here we are. So I'm excited to close out the month. I'm excited for the things that are coming in April. Because baby, April is tomorrow. Okay, April is tomorrow. So I'm super excited to be able to do that. And hold on.
I can hear you talking on the live still. I'm on your live, so I can hear you.
Well, that mute button don't work. So don't get on live and talk and hit that mute button. So that don't work.
I'm crying.
It does not. So we are going to end the month with me.
I'm turn this down because you can't handle it. I'm sorry.
No, I can't because it's so delayed and it distracts me. So,
I'm so sorry.
me. Who I am her. Brusher needs to make a comeback, baby. She coming. She just she got to be pulled out of retirement, but she coming back. So who am I? Let's start there. So for y'all who have been rocking with Eudaimonia and been on this journey with us, even if you're new to the journey, okay? Because we got a lot of new followers. So hey y'all, how y'all doing? This is me. I am the owner, founder, and creative director behind Eudaimonia Wellness and Beauty. That sounds amazing, doesn't
Come on,
it?
creative director.
Yes. And that's because people trying to steal my stuff.
Ooh. How do I pin last day woman system? It won't pin.
You have to comment on it, and then I have to pin it. You can't pin it yourself.
It's on my live.
Oh. Then click it.
No, I'm not on my live. I'm on yours.
No, you're on yours. Hey, Bear. Hey, Bear. Hey. Thanks for coming on here since you just called me.
I know. I was saying. Oh, wait.
Request to join me, Nikita.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't care about your hair wrap. Request to join me. Or your bonnet.
Hey, one time.
Or your wrap.
Hey, Keon. One time for the birthday.
Send me a request. You laughing because I know how you sit at home.
Wait a minute. Am I in here? I'm in my own live. Why
I
I
just
can't control it? Mind me. I don't go live enough, but
I know. I just requested it and then it didn't go away. You might have to do it. Oh, there it goes.
Girl,
Oh, now nobody. Look at you, girl.
just got home.
Okay. You was out in the world today.
hey, wait, I'm on the wrong live. I need to get on y'all. I can see Nikita.
Request to join the live. Get off.
Own live.
Get off.
Comment.
A request to join. No, you don't need to read. We can read them on here.
I do. My client said I'm cute and I do nails too.
Goodness.
Babe.
What?
Lives.
Thank you. Come on, let's start how we finish.
My friends are here.
Your friends will see you on this one too, and they will pop and click the button.
Yes. Come on now. Join the program.
This is
I'm
why she
trying to
needs to be on live more often. You too, but we ain't gonna talk about y'all.
Don't talk about me. Don't talk about me.
I see y'all back. Join the other live.
With her 2 phones set up.
I got 2 phones. One for the.
So I gave myself a whole new title today.
Hey.
I said, why are you going from that page?
I don't. It doesn't matter. Oh, it does. It matters.
Yes, it doesn't matter. Nobody don't know who that is.
No.
I said, I am
the
the owner, founder, and creative director behind Eudaimonia Wellness and Beauty. Don't that sound good?
Okay, they got a little ring, a little ring.
You have to request to join this one.
Relax.
I may have to
waving
go
at me. Why are you waving at me? You sit right here.
So I said, what better way to, so this was my thought behind it. I was going to end the live series with me, but I was hoping that enough people would come on here and I was going to start bringing them on my lives. That was my whole goal. I always got an ulterior motive.
I see.
Hey, Jessica, girl, you need to get on here too.
Come on, Love John's Creations.
So I didn't need to go live on this screen. Or do I?
He said,
The fact
No,
that
I mean
you,
on this phone. But
babe,
they can't see me.
you still over there battling on whether you're going to join or not, or which page you're going to join.
I want people on my live.
That's why I have.
And I requested to join and you didn't accept it.
No, you did not send me a request because it did not pop up on my screen.
So how am I supposed to read the comment?
While you on the line, because I can see the comments.
Yeah, but I can't. You can't respond to them though, can you?
Oh, so it's gonna. Just turn your
Just turn what?
Turn your volume down. Can you silence it?
Jessica sent a request.
Okay, you exit yours, and then I'm gonna get Jessica. Jessica, send me a request. No, you didn't. I ain't get it.
And you have multiple people, like more than 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Resend it, Jessica.
Ashley, you really just okay. Now Now I have to leave the room with her.
Why you gotta leave?
Because it's an echo.
No. I'm gonna
Then
call this one then. Don't go anywhere.
It's still
Babe,
gonna
just
echo.
mute. Just
Oh, you
mute.
can turn the
She can
camera
hear
around.
you. Just mute your camera, babe, and then we can hear you from Janicia's.
I did. I'm gonna cut off this one. Relax.
Okay, well, while you figuring that out,
See, I can't see mine.
you don't need to. That's why you can see it on here. You got me cutting up with these people today. Okay, Love Jones
Come on.
Creation in the building.
Hey guys, hey.
Hey, y'all, hey. Hey, ladies. So, welcome to the end of Women's History Month. You're still echoing.
I'm working on it.
I need y'all to work that out, okay? Behind the scenes, not on the scenes.
I'm going in the other room. She's going to stress me out.
This is, y'all, I'm going to apologize for her because this is every day between Janisha and Bay.
So, look at this black women. Look at all these beautiful black women online with their beautiful brown businesses, you know? Saying hello. Okay, Jessica, you're new to this page, so you're going to have to tell people who you are and what you do, because they don't know. And y'all didn't hear nothing she said because she on mute.
No, she said you need to turn your music down because she's so loud. We heard it. We heard it. We definitely heard it. You loud and you echoing, and I can hear you. Oh,
Bitch, shut your door.
well,
Like
guys,
that matters.
did you just
Why?
cover the screen? You're jealous.
Why?
Jessica, we're listening to you, girl.
Well, I'm Jessica with Love Jones Creation. I have a book as well as I like small businesses. You can't hear me? You can't hear me
I
at
can
all?
hear you. I can hear you now. Now you're clear. You're just
Okay.
patching.
With Love Jones Creations, I have a event as well as I like planning events for the community and helping small businesses. It keep breaking up. I don't know. It's something weird going on. I don't know what's going on. But hopefully y'all heard me. Hopefully. You did?
One more time.
Can you hear me now?
Good.
Okay. My name is Jessica with Love Jones Creations. I have a event coordinating business. I like doing community events. For the community as well as helping small businesses. Did y'all hear it that time?
Yes,
That part.
I heard that. That was clear. It's clear because, baby, I heard Jessica Creation Community. Yeah. So, Jessica is our co-host along with Eudaimonia Wellness and Beauty for our Wellness in Motion event taking place on April the 15th at West End Square from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Shameless plug. So, throwing that out there because we will be there bringing the wellness to you.
It's not shameless. That's cool. It's cool. We
It
got
wasn't.
somebody's gonna be there and be speaking, guys. But I ain't gonna tell y'all yet. You gonna tell them the week of?
Yeah. Yeah, the week of. We didn't hear you either. So we will also have Sultry Essentials. Oh, do they know that you are Sultry Essentials?
My one
No.
marketing people might not even know. So this is a pop-up hello. I am Sultry Essentials. I like to be behind the scenes brand. Y'all see me enough with One Look Marketing. I took a quarter off though. It's all right.
So Sultry Essentials will also be one of our vendors at not her slamming the door. One of our vendors at our Wellness Emotion event. And Nikita, tell us what you will have for the people at the Wellness in Motion Health and Fitness Expo.
Yes. So, as y'all all know, self-care is a part of your wellness. And a part of self-care is enjoying the luxuries of things that you love. Okay? And for all my candle lovers, I will have both my regular 10-ounce and my new 17-ounce 3-wick candles. I will also have my new dropping wax melts that I can't wait for y'all
Oh,
to
you
smell.
bring.
Wax melts will debut at the Wellness in Motion event for the very first time. They will not go on my site until the morning of. So this is a new news flash for all my people because they have been blowing me up behind these wax melts. So I will have my wax melts. I have my new room and linen fragrance sprays that I will have there, and my infamous body scrubs. So I got a lot for y'all to come out and indulge in for your self-care days, okay?
Yes. So, so many people, it was actually a conversation I had on Sunday, because one of the vendors that was next to Nikita, she was just like, oh, I don't think I would fit. And I told her it was a Wellness in Motion Expo. And she was like, I don't think I would fit in that realm. And I was like, well, why do you think that? She was like, well, you said like wellness and that means like physical activity and fitness. And I said, oh, no, baby. There are so many aspects of wellness that so many people miss. And so I took the opportunity to educate her. So I'm going to tell y'all what the education was to her for y'all too. So there are 9 aspects of wellness. We just going to focus on 5. We ain't going to get into all 9. We're going to focus on 5. So like Nikita said, self-care is a part of wellness because you have 5 major areas where we focus on wellness. Physical wellness is one, and that is the one that most people think about when it comes to working out, walking, physical activity. But you also have emotional wellness, which falls along with your self-care. You have intellectual wellness, you have financial wellness, you have social wellness, and all of those are continuums and aspects of wellness. And so to have optimal health and to have an optimal healthy lifestyle, you need to have a good balance and range of all things wellness. And I know I say wellness 6,000 times
Mhm.
because it is very important. And I see that you're looking, but it's important to know and understand that if your physical wellness and your mental wellness and your financial wellness, if one of those aspects is out of whack, just one, it is going to affect your whole life. So that is why self-care is a huge part, and I love the realm that we are. I think, what did COVID really bring that out, or was it a little bit before COVID? People was kind of getting into self-care a little bit before that.
It really blossomed. It kind of really took off in COVID.
It did.
Self-care, and because COVID kicked off a very mental health streak. Like, it was a lot of people started really seeking those mental health and therapy. So that's where that came from.
So I was actually talking to another lady.
I said because mental health became a big issue when you got to sit at the house by yourself and you got to realize that you ain't okay because you got to sit by yourself and not sit with people.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah. And people being with self is very uncomfortable. So some people, I love being by myself. I don't mind it. I'm an only child, and the Lord knew that that's the lane that I needed to be in, and I have no problem being by myself. I love it. I have conversations with myself. I have conversations with myself at work with other people. I have a conversation with myself while you sitting right there with me.
Will.
and the vendors that gonna be there. I think we have
Right.
the hits on almost every topic right now, from financial to self-care. We have Surrey Essentials. Essentially, we have a feminine line product like vagina health. That's supposed to be health, but she's herbal. I really want to say, I think if everyone hits, do you want to say it hits on everyone? Everyone. So then we got to branch out a little bit. We're going to start branching out just a little bit, other vendors.
Yes. So if you make yourself available. I'm not going to say if you're free. Make yourself available on April the 15th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You ain't got to come the whole time, but if you want to come the whole time, we don't mind because there will be enough for you to do. We're also going to have some live workouts during the Wellness in Motion, because you can't have a Wellness in Motion without putting a wellness into motion. I mean, it just don't, in my brain, it don't make sense. So we're going to be having a rejuvenating yoga flow with Elin with Studio E Fit. That's going to be good. I'm going to actually get me some yoga in. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to be a yogi.
Studio
I'm on.
Ethan
That for you.
requested by other people. I gotta send that to you.
I didn't
Because I seen
hear.
Studio. I'm gonna have to change phones in a minute. But Studio EFit has been requested by 2 people, and I gotta send you that information.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna be like, they don't really want her to come back for more, because I was like, who is this? But I gotta send you the information.
Yeah. So Elin is amazing. I think she's gonna be doing something tomorrow at our event too. And so the yoga is going to be an amazing session. Like, she loves what she does. And we're also going to have a HIIT workout with Traylon Curry of Trap Fitness for Pretty Girls. Hey, Crab Legs. And
He be on here. Hey, Crab Legs. Look, I don't even know his name.
Who is Crab Legs, child?
So we did a live saying that we were going to have our grand opening. This man came on here and said, "Are y'all gonna?" I said, "We're gonna have snacks." Look at it. He got his emoji ready. I said, "We're gonna have snacks." He said, "Y'all gonna have some crab legs?" I said, "Sir, snack? Like, who told you that?" And he was dead on, like,
Baby,
ready.
crab legs is not a snack. That is a
Bishop,
full-fledged
who is
meal.
this? Get him.
that's what we
So
said.
that's what
We said our budget does not.
No.
champagne. That's where it stops. Because crab legs is too much. With extra
So
sauce, correct. Excuse me, correction. He asked for crab legs with extra sauce.
we'll get on. But you said you gonna be there. You come on. Okay, well, we're gonna see you on April the 15th.
He can
Don't
bring
tell me we're
it.
gonna see you, Crab Legs. If you don't tell me you're gonna see us.
Big,
He said he's gonna be there. He said you got the written proof.
You're right. Let me screenshot it, because you know how Black people like to do.
okay.
Yes, go
I need
girl.
to
Go up and
see.
screenshot.
I did.
I don't think I'm live right now.
I definitely did, because Black people like to get real forgetful.
I didn't tell you that. When I say that, I don't remember that.
Well, I'm actually the only nurse on this line.
Okay,
Everyone else,
I'm not a nurse. So don't be expecting more than I can give, child. I ain't got
No,
it.
I'm not a nurse. I'm a healthcare professional, but I am
And
not a nurse.
I'm not either one of those. I leave the health to everyone else but me, except for the health of your name, and they're already dead. So,
But how do you see?
Baby, he ain't come. He just fixed that real quick.
You see,
Screenshot.
we
He
came
like
to
screenshots
do
back.
this, and we said, "Pull up. Tell your friends to pull up." And he's like, "Wait a minute.
Pull up on
Wait a minute.
me.
Pull up on
Pull up on me.
me."
Pull up on me.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So, but I'm excited for the event. But I had to go ahead and throw that shameless plug out, because
I am not a nurse
they
at
do
heart.
heal in other ways. Yes, they do. They do heal. Ashley will heal your nails. Nikita will heal your soul through her luxury candles.
Also,
She can also heal your brand if you let her, because she can do that too if you need a little healing. So you're right. Everybody is a healer in their own lane.
Preach.
Come on now, I like that. I like that. So it's so glad that y'all joined me on here today. Even though
You lucky
I actually
I
did
was
not want
3
to.
seconds. When I say I was 3 seconds, you see I got in the house, I got out the clothes. I was 3 seconds from putting that daggone bonnet on my head. It's on side me. I was back too.
baby, your
I
plan.
was gonna roll over and
Tell
watch
him
Netflix.
about men and manicures.
What is there to know? You should have them. Don't touch me with those fingers without them. Don't bring your grubby little hands towards me without manicured hands. I don't see no dirty nails. There's nothing I can't fit.
And them feet too.
Ooh, child, please get y'all feet together because cutting my sheets is not gonna happen.
Will and Ashley requested to join. I'm only give Will a pass only because it's the last day of Women's History Month. So it's the
DJ,
only
come
day.
on here. It's Women's History. He
Who
coming
requested to
on.
join?
Yes, sir. And
Look
yes,
at Mr.
ma'am.
Crablegs.
Not
Hey,
okay.
don't play with
What
me.
up, Will?
My hand's good. Beautiful. I
He
just,
wanted to show you.
I
What
just
he
don't have a clear
say?
coat. Just no clear coat on there.
No clear coat.
No clear coat. We good.
I got you. You get a buff shine,
A
Mr.
little
Crab.
shine. That's all you need.
I got
That's
you.
it.
Still gonna be too shiny.
It'll die down. You'll be all right.
No. Well, you didn't actually. You out here cutting up. What you eating into on our last day of Women's History Month? You couldn't even let us just get the last day of the month. You couldn't, could you?
Say it again.
I said you just couldn't let us have the last day.
No, I just wanted to come on here and spread some positivity and some love. You know, I love what y'all do. You know, I gotta get on here and mess with y'all. That's how I met you. Playing with you all day.
Yes. Will, tell them how we met, actually. I've only known Will for like a month, y'all.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
The way he be cutting up on these lives, you'd have thought y'all was old cousins.
Look,
Halfway.
energy is everything, and everything is energy. So
You
when the
right.
vibe is right, it's gonna flow.
It
It's gonna flow where it needs to
is.
flow. So we went to the boot camp. What's up, Miles? We
What
went to the boot camp, and
up, Miles?
my boy got a check.
I'm getting mine. I just told Ashley, y'all just
Listen,
wait. I'm getting it.
I got the
Yeah,
little thing. I got the little thing. I got the little thing. That's all I needed to see was I got it. Okay.
we went
I
to
got
the event, and I don't know what made me talk to her. I think I'm just being me, just kind of socializing on the last day. So, and she ended up telling me she was from Dallas. So
No, that is not what I told you.
what you told? Oh no, you said you're from Houston, but you stay in Dallas,
Okay.
and that you was you wasn't a great nurse and stuff, and I had to uplift your spirit and stuff. So you know, now that I'm joking about that part, but no, I was just joking and playing with her the whole time, and she was like, yeah, you play too much and everything. So we just kind of connected from there, and she started telling me her little story and her journey of what she's doing, and I just been connected with it ever since. So every time I see her on the live, I try to get on here and spread some love.
So Will is actually an EMT in Houston.
Hold on, first. Oh, you disrespectful. Oh, what?
You
I'm a what? Say it
excuse
again.
me. Will is a paramedic in Houston.
What?
My bad. Let me put some respect on your name, bro. That was my bad.
Differences.
Yeah, put some respect on my name, because if I called you an LVN or a CNA
You're
or something, you're gonna be
right.
upset.
So I'm gonna take it all back. You right.
I work
You
hard for
just
that.
call me nurse. It's fine by me. You however you classify it, it don't matter by me.
I ain't gonna
So
be
tell us what the difference is.
So the difference between an EMT and a paramedic, an EMT is basically assistant. They can't do so many things. Like they can't push drugs. They can't do interventions like IVs, cut your throat open and put a tube in there, intubate you. They can't do all of the life-saving stuff. They really just there like as a helping hand. But they are the heart of what we do. You can't do nothing without your assistant. If you got a good EMT, you good. And I was a great EMT. That's why I'm a very damn great paramedic.
all right now.
Because I'm an EMT before anything.
Talk.
You're right.
But I just want you to put some respect on my name.
Yeah,
Don't
I
call me
did
no
because you know
EMT.
I said that right, and that's only because I was working with an EMT last night. But you're right. You a whole medic, bro.
You
And I'm gonna
compare me
put
to
some
your...
respect on your title, okay?
Talk
Anywho,
your shit, friend. Don't let her do you like that.
I appreciate you.
Right.
You know what?
It was
That's
the best.
Cool. Cut off. Cut off.
Cut off.
Yeah, cut off.
It's her
y'all
life.
can't cut me off my own line.
I mean, we can all dip on her if you want to, but that's not
Wait
gonna
a
work.
minute. And she's still gonna get on here and talk just fine. Okay.
I'll be right back on here.
I had to shut the door on already because she loud.
But no, so that's what I am. That's how we met. And I
It
want to
is.
say shout out to all y'all. I don't know what who this young lady is. One Look Marketing. That's you.
That's me.
That's you. It sounds like you do some type of marketing stuff or branding. So
Yeah.
salute to you too for whatever you do. So somebody started following me. Look at that. I'm a cool kid on the block. But
You
no,
and
look,
me.
if stuff changed April 15th, I'm gonna try to make it down there. I wanted to come to your last one, but I had an event. Oh, so I have a party runner business as well. That's why. Oh, she say, forget him. He talking too much. Anywho. But yeah, I had a party
You
runner
said
business.
you got what?
A party runner business.
Oh, for real?
Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't tell me about that one.
Yeah, see, I don't lead with finances, business stuff. I lead with me being me on a personal level. I want you to know me on a personal level. I don't like having transactional conversations. I guess you could say that.
You told me that.
Yeah,
We'll have that conversation later. We're not going to talk about that right now.
exactly. There she go. God bless you. You back?
I'm
Okay.
back.
Good.
I'm
So
back.
yeah,
Where'd you go? Was you having technical difficulties?
Yeah, I couldn't hear stuff well. He was sounding quiet, so I think I messed it up.
Uh,
very loud.
Yeah.
But
So Will is real cool. Will is my boy. Will is like
that's like big sis, and we only been knowing
a
each other
little
for
brother
30
now. That's
days.
just, like how y'all say I'm like a little bee. That's
well,
it.
he all right with me. I like his
Let's
energy.
be y'all.
Your energy is
Yeah,
everything.
we
This.
could
It's
keep him
everything, and everything
go.
is energy.
Yeah,
Wear,
Yeah.
And we
most
gonna,
definitely.
wear my shirt with that on there.
huh?
Wear my shirt with that on there.
I'm gonna get it out.
Oh,
I need to show you.
Oh,
I'm
me
gonna get it
too.
out.
Go ahead and add me to that. Mm-hmm.
See,
Yeah,
I'm
DM,
marketing
DM,
every day.
DM me your payment method. Thanks.
I'm everyday marketing as I sit here and they read my shirt, so I'm the most needing of it. She be at work with scrubs on. She don't need that.
I'm gonna see who. So, sis, she got to go last, because she was flexing with me a little bit. I
But
love you though, but y'all too, I'm gonna figure out who's gonna go first.
well, I'm the one that about to give you the shirt plug in Houston, but you know what? I'm gonna take it on back. I'm gonna take it on back.
I wasn't
She's
talking about you.
just an Indian
I was
giver.
talking about the one with the locks in her head.
Oh, okay. You see how you try to switch that up
too
real
late.
quick?
You got
Too
to,
late. Too late, my
But no,
friend.
I gotta get my either my Shopify website up or get my guy to make me a website so I can start dishing it out for people who ain't local.
Square.
Um,
Oh well,
Square.
where?
Okay.
here in Houston.
It'll make you a website that's
Yeah,
just like Shopify, just for your products. You can set it up today.
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? Yes, I've sold
Like,
several bottles of oil.
does it give the
I'm
same?
sorry, I'm biased. I like
You buy it?
Shopify
No,
is a,
don't.
is,
Here's the thing: if you need something today, I'm not saying stick with it. They're biased. She gonna be biased because she wants a professional level. You need to start today to sell something. You can sell it and ship it today.
I want to give y'all some love real quick, both of y'all. I love you telling me to do square for today. That means I need to do it ugly and stop procrastinating because I am. I like what you're saying to do it right and professional so it can just, flourish. So
because my
I
thing,
deal with
I, I go from a standpoint of you can start the professional way first, and it don't have to be perfect, and you can fix it
right.
instead of wasting money on on a temporary option. Start with your permanent option and fix it how you want to as you progress.
Okay.
That's my thought process, and that's how I like. There's no reason to procrastinate. No. So yes, you can start today, but you can start the right way today. But don't overanalyze trying to figure out which way is right. There is no wrong way to do it,
Yeah.
but just do
Yeah,
it.
well, I'm gonna give you 30 days.
Too much. Too much. I need my T-shirt next week, please. No, that's too much. I'm sorry.
No,
No,
I'm gonna give him
I think
30
I think
days
I
because he might need to find somebody to get it printed. So I'm gonna give him 30 days.
I have
No.
somebody to print them.
It sounds like you already got
know. Well,
that.
if you need somebody to help to build your site, then I got you. Just hit me.
Look
If you want to send
at
me
it.
tomorrow, hit me up.
Y'all crazy. I don't want y'all on here beefing with each other and stuff.
We not. We actually
No,
collaborate really well. We actually put all those three things together really well and talk a lot. It's just we just all have. It just shows how we all just have different perspectives,
Now,
and
yeah,
or just different approaches to our own business or other businesses. So it's not even We don't beef. It's literally I don't be wanting to, and Nikita's like, shut up, I got it, because you're not gonna do it right. And Janisha will be like, do it because you don't want to. I'll be like, okay. And I'll be like, I'm gonna do it the easy way. I can do this right now.
Yeah, I
So
appreciate all y'all
not wrong.
for the information.
Of course.
I am going
So when you're ready, you got 30 days. And the only reason why I'm gonna tell you I said 30 days, because the dude that was in the front row that everybody was picking on at the Content Impact, Mr. No Social Media.
You talking about Heavy Set guy?
Yes.
He the one he said he made so much money without social media and all that? Okay, yeah.
Yes. So Dontel told us today that he implemented the $27 strategy in the last 30 days, and he made 40 racks.
I'm to say, well,
Okay.
I mean, he was already making that bread without the social media, so that
I know, but
just added
he
that
did
extra
this
tool.
he did it just from the $27 strategy. That's what he told us today. Now I'm just saying what he told us today.
That's crazy.
So
Well,
30 days to implementation. Candace told me the other day, you get a 30-day run.
You
I'm gonna
hear
do
me?
it because I'm pushing out mental health awareness shirts for May, so I need to do it because I know a lot of people probably gonna see me across social media and not gonna be local. So I do need to get some out so I can start collecting a payment easier that way and shipping it out. I'm trying to get this company to do fulfillment.
Can't say that word.
Hey, I ain't part of y'all group, but I got you 20. I got you 20.
Thank
I
you.
am part of it. I'm just not officially on paper signed up part of it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I got you 20.
Mm-hmm.
Not on this live.
Thank you. I'll let you make it in the car. But I'm going to give you 30 days. I gave Nikita a task that she had to complete. Actually, it's on here. So this was her task.
She did say she was going to hold me accountable at
Indeed.
the event. So I appreciate that. We all need that.
30 days.
Absolutely. So if you need a shirt dude, my shirt dude in Houston, though, he legit, though. And his turnaround real quick.
Mm.
Hold on.
I'll see if I remember.
I'm the medic. I'm about to come out. I'm on the phone real quick.
Okay. I
I'll
will.
see if I remember in 30 days what it was supposed to even be on the shirt.
I'm going to send him a text message. So he's
this.
going to get his 30-day. I'm going to send him the message. And then I'm going to schedule a message for 30 days so he can get the reminder.
Oh,
And you schedule a message for 15 days and then schedule one the day before 30.
that part.
She cold. You better be on your own stuff like that while you give me 2 notifications.
Listen, I got a 72-hour implementation that went into effect since Content Impact Bootcamp.
She said, don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Period.
She got that supply.
I know you ain't got to do all that.
Okay.
Don't come in here. I know that's where
I'm
you're
not going to hold y'all up.
I need my phone so I can schedule
Here,
text
it's gonna
messages
echo.
right now.
He trying to get the heck up off our live, baby. He said he ain't
All
gonna
right,
hold
Will.
up.
Actually, I'm really not trying to get off y'all live, but I'm here at one of my previous patients from a few days ago that want to talk to me and wanted to support me with my shirt.
Yeah, so
Okay,
you didn't even tell us about that business.
All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all briefly. So, resilience is an affirmation itself. It's supposed to inspire and encourage you. So I pretty much started it based off of my experiences, things that I've been through and I overcame. I had every barrier in front of me that should have probably kept me still where I was in life. Now, the path to resilience is supposed to take you from pain to pleasure. I will be in the future trying to start a mentor program and try to help people with their personal development, because if you ain't got personal development, you ain't got crap. You can get all the money in the world or get whatever wealth is to anybody, but if you ain't gonna keep it or be happy with it, if you don't know how to develop yourself through your personal development. And I think a lot of people would never fulfill anything they want to do in life, or at least attempt to, is because they just lack in one of the characteristics, either mindset, willpower, courage, confidence, discipline, accountability, and the last one, most of all, is being of value. And we know our success is correlated to the amount of people that we help. So I always try to tell people, like, if you want to grow in life, first you got to embrace, then you got to use it as empowerment, that way you can elevate. So the 3 E's. So we just pushing a positivity, and I'm trying to 40. Anywho, I am about to build a positive community on Facebook. That way we can start doing stuff locally and start impacting people, go out into the community and do stuff. I'm working on my nonprofit as well. So it's a lot of stuff that I have going on tied into this. With all the negative in the world, we need some positive people.
That's my reminder.
She ain't letting me make it.
She not.
She literally just did that. I can hear her outside the door.
But you know what? Oh, y'all in the same building?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's childish.
I could never.
I'm the only lucky one of the group. I'm at home.
It's all right. I ain't there either. You stay in Dallas too?
I cannot get away
Yeah.
from this.
Okay.
Every day.
That's what's up.
Ashley's my beautiful sweet mate. So yes, well, we need more of that. I couldn't bring you on during Women's History Month because it was Women's History Month. But since we're wrapping up next month is Minority Health Awareness Month. So we'll schedule something.
That mean I gotta. Okay. Cool. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm for my people who want to be for me and the cause and the movement. Like I said, this is not fashion. That's on the shirt. It's a message. It's a movement. It's a way of living. It's a lifestyle.
And y'all, he wear his shirt like every day. Every time I see him on live, he has his shirt on.
As he should.
I already said I'm gonna get rid of all that extra clothes and brands from people that ain't attached to the movement or the vision, and start going with my stuff. I'm actually got one of my little brothers designing like some clothes. Like I don't want it to be fashion, but he young. He like 19, so I want him to start impacting people. And if that's the way to get a hold to the youngsters around his age, then so be it. So I'm gonna be wearing my stuff nonstop.
Okay, all day, every day. I got mine on too. Hey, Michelle.
Michelle 84. She said VIP. Let me get up off of here. She VIP. Put her in. Y'all have a good one. I'm gonna catch up with y'all. I'm gonna follow y'all back.
I will. Have a good night. Be safe.
Bye.
Since somebody wouldn't let me get my phone, I had to put the reminder on our chalkboard wall. Because
you're disrupting the live.
You know, I just had a thought. You know, I had to say my thought before I lose my thought. I think you should do a live with Mike Coleman next month.
I want to do that. That already came into my brain. I just had to focus on, Women's History Month. I got to get Women's History Month out of the thing, but it's done.
You're alive with who?
Mike. He is the co-founder of Crown Scholars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I'll reach out.
And the Black Heart Association?
Yep. I'm going to see them tomorrow.
No, I mean do a live with them.
Yeah.
We talking about get you on the so you can schedule tomorrow. I got you.
Yes. That's already on my brain.
You definitely need to do one with Elin because
that's already on my brain. Can y'all let me finish and close out Women's History Month?
Okay, well, we just the idea was out there, and we got to get it out of our brain while we can. This on record.
So I'm going to see Elin tomorrow as well, so that I can get her scheduled, as well as Tara tomorrow. I'm going to see them too.
Okay.
She's important because Elin taught me that Black girls can do yoga and Black girls can, don't be laughing at me, Faye, that Black girls can do yoga, that Black girls can do cycling. That stuff that I always, and no offense to anybody that is not African-American watching this, but I always thought that was just white people did that. You go into a cycling class, you don't see Black people. You just don't. And fast forward, I own my own bike now. You know what I mean? So, it's a big deal to have representation.
Yeah, Miles, you're supposed to be in my DM, sir.
Miles said he need to talk with us. Miles, it's Women's History Month still. Can we? Come on.
These are all my content brothers. Will, Miles, all of them I met at Content Impact Weekend.
Come on into the fold, Miles.
Just go and if you gotta talk, Miles, just go on and hit the request. Just go on and just hit the little live button. Wilden already came and took over, so you might as well take on over too.
On selling t-shirts.
Man.
But no, I love it because I mean you're right, Ashley. Like I gotta do a live with all of our wellness live workout people because clearly, duh.
Oh,
But
you guys don't know who that is. Elin is Studio eFit. She's actually my client. I do her nails. And she is a yoga instructor. She is a cycling instructor. And she basically can do all kinds of stuff. So she's amazing. But she is representation for me. So it was very personal to me that Elin be involved in minority health, anything, because like I said, she showed me representation. And I think it's very important to see somebody that looks like you, that is capable of doing. Now, granted, she's in way better shape than I am, but she still looks like me. You know what I mean? She's a Black woman too, so it's not. I think it's also important to separate. Like a lot of times we see Black men, they're athletes. They play basketball, they play football. You know, the women's Final Four, I think, is here this weekend. Nobody even is really talking about it. You know what I mean? But so it's even an extra notch that it's a female. So I think it's super important. And that's the kind of stuff that, you know, as we're on here talking about who is with us should be on, you know, that we want you all to see and get in contact with. Hey, Miles.
How y'all doing?
Good, how you doing?
we're
I
good,
am
Miles.
doing great.
Miles,
Editing
introduce
some.
yourself. These beautiful women, do not know who you are.
Okay, ladies and whoever is watching, hope you all doing well. My name is Miles Brown. I am a public speaker based out of North Texas. I'm a little north of Dallas. And as was mentioned earlier, we did meet back in Atlanta at the Content Impact Boot Camp, which I definitely suggest everybody should go to one of those.
I met all the people there.
It was a good time.
It was. And I met Miles on the last day. I met Will on the last day.
Oh, really?
Pretty, Miles? You say you're in North Texas?
Yeah, he around the corner.
I live in, I'll just say I live in Little Elm. So I'm not too far.
Shoot, baby, you far.
Girl,
He's far from you.
Where the normal close to people. You live in Egypt.
I'm not far from downtown, but I'm far from the north. I'm in the south. I have lost some up there. I got to visit my friend Mikey. But that's not food. Child. That's a journey.
So, Miles, yes.
What you do?
Let them know. You can't take over Miles. You can't tell us about your business because it's Women's History Month. So I'm gonna put you on for next month.
I wasn't planning to. You know what's funny? When I said I need to talk to you, I actually just said that so that you could see it, so that if I didn't message you, you would have at least seen that I needed to say something to you. I wasn't really trying to come on your live, but since all three of y'all said to send the invitation or to hit the button to join, I figured I might as well do it.
Why not? Why not? Being on a live with three beautiful Black queens. I mean, it's the last day of Women's History Month, but why not? So Miles, yes, does an amazing job with public speaking. And, well, I don't know if I can talk to him about your other stuff you do, because I don't know if you tell everybody that.
Nah, I don't personally speak about that much. I'll go and say it, though. So my father started a financial services company. So they deal with annuities and retirement planning and insurance and credit and all that kind of good stuff.
All the stuff that Black people are very uncomfortable to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, but I just set up mine and it was with a person not of color, so I would love to switch my things over, Miles. Talk to me.
all you got to do is send me a message and we'll talk and we'll meet and we'll get you taken care of.
Sounds like a plan.
Looky.
That's all that takes. Now, me personally, due to legal reasons, not that I did anything bad, but just the way things are set up. If you're working in one field, you can't work in another field. I'll say it that way. So I personally can't do much of anything outside of your credit because of some other things that I work on. It's a conflict of interest. That's the word. There we go. Because they're like, okay, you're acting in this role and in this role, you can pretty much control all the money and bring it all to you. So I personally can't do that. But like I said, my family, they'll get you guys squared away. So that's actually what I wanted to talk to you about is I was like, hey, who all or how many can I bring? Like, can I bring my mom and my brother and let them really be the representation? Especially since they can actually do the work. I don't want a lot of people looking at me as the face of something. And then when it gets down to the nitty gritty, I mean, I have all the information, but then when it's time to fill out paperwork and whatnot, I'm like, yeah, let me go send you off to someone else that they didn't know that they would be talking to.
The connector. But absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I wanted to ask you about. Cause I was like, I don't know. I would feel weird if someone did that. They came and they talked to me and I gave them all the information about all this stuff.
Well, no, you told me originally who that was with, so it wouldn't have been weird. I already knew who it was.
Okay. But yeah, the only thing that I really personally do, say that again?
I love the family affair. Keep it all in the family. That's what's supposed to be.
Yeah. The only thing that I personally do is I do still handle credit stuff. Like I wrote an ebook, ways that you can increase your credit score without getting credit repair. And I call it the Quick Credit Jumpstart. And I actually did that. So about the boot camp, the 72-hour implementation. I wrote that entire ebook on the plane back home.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
Yeah. I was on the plane. I was like, let me get this stuff done. So I just wrote the ebook.
Yeah, that is a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote the ebook, and then I made a sales funnel for it. So it's out there. It's done.
So basically, you telling me I gave Will too much time to do 30 days because you said really you can be done in 72 hours. That's what I'm hearing.
Depending on what it is, it don't take too much time. I just had to sit down and decide to do it. Like that specifically was real simple though. It's information that I have. I know how to do it already. Like I can tell you, I was sitting down with a friend the other day and I recorded his reaction. He's designing a shirt for me for one of my talks that I'm doing. And we were just talking about a bunch of stuff and finances came up and he knows that I work with credit and whatnot. So I told him about the ebook, and this is before I did the funnel. I just had written the ebook. And I told him, I was like, dude, I can probably raise your credit score right now. And so he charges $200 just for the consultation. And he was like, I tell you what, the ebook is only $19, by the way. He said, if my credit score goes up right now, I'm going to give you $50 off this consultation. So I just laughed. I said, bro, that's more than twice the price of the ebook. So I said, shoot.
So
and then
who are you doing? Whose favor are you doing? Because it ain't me, bro.
Hey, I was like, bro, this is dope. Like, I wish everybody did this. But yeah, his score went up, I think 12 points or 16 points in like the next 5 minutes, and he couldn't believe it. So that's just knowledge that's up here. Yeah, minutes. Minutes.
Send me the link to your ebook. I'll
send it to you.
But yeah, don't send me that link.
Yeah. So when I tell people like you can have a better credit score, now here's the thing: the ebook is not credit repair. Don't think it is.
Yeah.
But it will show you things that will give you better credit habits and things that will raise your score. You can have a higher credit score that day. It's called the Quick Credit Jumpstart. So you can have a higher credit score that day, and then you could continue to see higher credit scores over like the next 2 months, just based off the information that's in there. And for the most part, it don't really have to cost you any money.
I'm pinning your contact information, Will, so people can know how to find you. Yeah. Because that is what we're just saying. Financial wellness, and to be honest, especially in 2023, is probably the leading important part of wellness. Because if people money not right,
they are not right.
Listen.
That affects your finances, affects your mental, honey.
Listen.
Infection.
Can I talk for just a second? Can I talk for just a second?
I know I felt it.
Now this ain't even. I opened up my blind. That's why I had to stand up. This isn't to brag, but this is to let people know the importance of things like having your finances in order. I'm not even like my personal business. If you go to my page, you won't see financial stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm a speaker, and everything that I'm doing is geared towards that. But knowing financial stuff, it doesn't matter what you do, it can benefit you. So I bought a house with my parents recently, and it's a nice house. Like I'm in my bedroom. Let me show you the Don't laugh at my bedroom right now, y'all. When I turn this camera around, all right,
Hold on,
y'all not gonna laugh, right?
well, I don't know. I can't guarantee
No.
that.
Okay, so I'm gonna close-ups. So one, I got my desk where I work. Okay, I got my guitars, my bass, and my electric.
You got your
I got
content
my
set.
drum set.
Oh,
I
that's
got
okay.
my bed where I'm creating content. This is actually when I was down in Spring a couple weeks ago with Will. I was down there speaking at his event. And there's just space, 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 all in this room, right? I got plenty of space in this room. This house is 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, formal dining room, theater, game room. I'm missing a room, office. This house now has $200,000+ of equity in it. We just moved into the house in October. We have $200,000 of equity. Okay? That means if push comes to shove and we need to do something, we have $200,000 that we can work with. That all comes from not because we spent a lot of money on the house, because we actually bought this house in 2020. It just took 2 years to build it. But it comes from us having decent credit and a couple dollars to go and buy the house. That was it. That was it. That was all that's needed. This house don't cost $5,000 a month for the mortgage and insurance and everything that's included. It's not that expensive. But when your finances are in order and you have opportunity to grab something like this, you have to miss that opportunity because you didn't get yourself in order. Because you didn't get your credit right. Because you didn't keep a job for a year and a half. You know, or whatever the situation may be. So when I tell people like your finances are important, your entire life can change. Like if I'm just being totally honest, in America, we know the number one trending theme upon all people with wealth is home ownership. For most people, the number one thing keeping you from being able to own a home is your credit. And credit is not hard to fix. It's not expensive to have someone fix it for you. Or let's say you don't have bad credit, but you never built your credit. It's not hard to build, and it don't take a long time. But we just don't know about the stuff. Or when someone brings it to us, we, for some reason, don't listen to it.
Yeah, a lot of people, I'm not going to just say black people, a lot of people are not comfortable with talking about their finances.
At all.
And it's a very like, ooh, I don't want to tell you, and ooh, I don't want to know. Like within, even as nurses, it's always I've been a travel nurse for years. So it's always like this unspoken thing. You don't tell this person what you're making on this contract. You don't tell this person because it's going to make them envious and jealous and blah, blah, blah. But if we had more open conversations about, and not just about, let me phrase it, having open conversations about your finances to the right people.
Correct.
Is important.
It got me a raise every time.
Tell me, baby. I just went through it.
I'm like, Nikita is going to be the person. Okay.
So
it's important.
Through it.
They're like, oh, you don't have to do that. No, I don't want to. Why? I was like, because I don't have to. But don't you make more than me? Sure do. Sound like you need to go ask for some more money.
But it is in a majority of my patients that I see outside of chronic illnesses and outside of all that stuff, when people come in because they're stressed and having anxiety and they're having panic attacks and they're having all, the number one thing that it stems from is their finances.
Money. Yep. The number one reason for divorce is money. You know, not to preach at y'all, but the Bible says money answers all things.
But we've been indoctrinated to think, oh, money is evil, and money is cause of the cause, and why people have these problems. No, baby, that is not the reason. Poor management might be the reason of that. How you budget and how you handle your finances may be a reason for that, but that is not the truth. So it's very, very important to have the conversations about financial wellness and financial health, and I'm working on something on the back end to help with this. But y'all know I got to involve other people to do that, and so we just got to I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But I'm working on a webinar that talks about financial literacy and what that means to budget, what is a budget, and what does that mean for you to save? What does that mean? Because I feel like so many people know that they need it, but they think that it is something that is untangible for them, that they can't ever reach that to know that I can do something better. Black people have 800
Yeah, that's
plus
important.
credit scores. That is a thing.
It is.
They don't think people don't think that. They don't think that we know how to save money. They don't think that we know how to budget. They don't think that we know how to actually, and what it means, and so many people don't, what it means to build wealth.
Did you meet Alexis in Atlanta?
I met her before Atlanta, but
Okay, because she used her credit and got millions in funding.
yes, I know.
Yeah, millions.
Mm-hmm. There's over $1 million in business credit.
I think she said 1.5, 1.7.
Yes. Yes. So she's great at what she does, and I will say that she's great at what she does. So
Yeah.
It is very important for us to make sure that we bring that financial piece into the Wellness in Motion, because so many people think that has nothing to do with wellness. They don't think it has anything to do with health. And the majority of people are stressed behind money. Baby, we are in a whole recession. People are very stressed behind money.
Yeah, that's a problem right there.
Gas is real disrespectful, and people are still stressed behind money. So knowing how to alleviate that stress and knowing how to manage that, you need that. So we will have that aspect and that component for you at the Wellness in Motion event. Miles, definitely hit me in my DM so that I can, so we can follow up on that.
Will do. Definitely will do.
Okay. It was so nice meeting y'all. Well, you, but I got the dip. I'm sorry.
Okay, bye.
She's out of there.
I got an emergency. I gotta go. All right, bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
So yeah, hit me in the I'll send you a message so we can finish this offline. But thank you for joining us today. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna hop on off. Y'all have a lot of fun. It's always nice speaking with you.
Absolutely. We'll chat soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Just me and you, baby.
What's the difference between me and you? Me and you, it was what it was needed to be anyway. So that's so good.
Yeah.
I love to have that opportunity to be able to have those conversations, because it is a thing.
It is. Good stuff.
So
Back, right?
So now you get to talk to the owner and founder and creative director of Eudaimonia Wellness and Beauty.
I like that.
That's my new title. Okay.
You are creative director.
As of today, that's my new jam. Okay.
Like
so
hey, Mac.
Definitely being able to wrap up Women's History Month. It has been an amazing month. So many amazing things have came out of the month, and being able to really showcase, and maybe because I'm paying attention to it a lot more, but I really feel like more people celebrated women this month than I've seen in the past.
You mean like just on Instagram or in general, or
in general, outside of social media?
I don't know. I'd be worried about me because it's my birthday month. So. I'm just saying. That's the truth. I don't really know what everybody else doing because I'm being an Aries and doing me. So I'll be paying attention to what y'all doing.
Okay. Well, I feel like
I'm a woman. So you're the only person that I really see like purposefully celebrating Women's History Month. I don't know. Honestly, I think I saw more in 2020.
Yes,
because
Because we don't have no other choice.
We were shut down. We had shut down.
So
And so,
I
I mean, I think,
or is it that you had nothing else to do either, so you paid attention to it more?
I mean, it's possible, but it was still my birthday, so we had a whole lot of living room couch parties, a lot of shot o'clock situations. So there were other things, but I just feel like it was celebrated more, and I saw more women's businesses. I feel like a little bit more than I did this year.
Yeah, I definitely saw the complete opposite. Last year, like, I knew it was a thing, but I guess I really didn't really pay attention to it. So maybe it was just my awareness changed this year because I was doing my own series for it. Yeah. So, and that could be, there was events going on all month for Women's History Month. Like, it was an event, I swear, every week in the city.
Oh, yeah, no. See, I didn't know about those things.
And I mean, like, literally all across. And I said, okay. So now for next year, I need to step it up a little notch. This was a little introduction, but next year it's like, okay, well, maybe I need to collaborate with someone else and do an actual event to make it something during History Month to be able to do that. So I think, oh, Jesus.
Because of all the services you offer, I think, Yummy Steams alone, and like, I forget her name, but she was talking about not just your health, but even going as far as talking about her vaginal health. It's super important. I think there's a lot of people, I like to say there's a lot of women that don't put a mirror in front of their coochie. Literally and physically. And even as someone who does, they still don't know everything. You know what I mean? And so I like these kinds of conversations and talking to people because I feel like we learn things about each other. Even just the conversation we just had. You learn things you didn't know. You learn things about each other, and you find other things that you can research and learn more about. And so I think that's really good. Like, so these kinds of platforms are super important. Your events are super important because it is awareness. A lot of times people are uncomfortable talking about things, and this gives them a chance to do it.
Absolutely. And it's, this is my background, if y'all know, of course. I am a registered nurse by trade. So I am knee deep in health and wellness all day, every day. Like, that is literally, we was having a conversation at work about, what was we talking about? Okay, well, one of the conversations, it was just a little far left. But we really talk about things at work that's like, oh, did y'all see how that works? Oh, what is you can do this for? Oh, that has an off-label use for that? Like, that is literally conversations that we have. And these are conversations I'm having with other nurses that work with me, the providers that I work with. Mm-hmm. I mean, I work with some pretty cool, for the most part, I usually always end up finding some pretty dope providers that I work with. Mm-hmm. And to really be able to bounce those ideas off of them and have those conversations with them, like, it's super important. Because, even Ashley, she don't consider herself to be in healthcare, but she is in a health industry. As much as she don't want to think about it, but it is. Your nails tell a lot about your body. Your feet tell a whole lot about your whole body.
Did I tell you about the client that I had a client that I basically told them they need to go to the doctor, and you guys don't think this is you. That they found out they had something wrong based on me doing their pedicures. I'll put it that way. Let me not expose what it is. They found out they had something wrong. And it was just like, hey, you might want to get this checked out. It seems like it's small. It's nothing. It's something tiny. Get it checked out. And they found out that it was something. So, yes, I can say, and, I'm not a professional. Actually, we're taught in school. Y'all may not know, but I'm considered an advanced nail technician. So I have some extra training on top of the training that I already have. So I went to school. I learned how to do nails in nail school. But then I've taken lots of extra courses and information. So I went into advanced nail technician training, which is specifically about, like, those kinds of health concerns, right? And, like, taking care of things of that nature. So yeah, I'm trying to look at some extra things and recognize that I am no, health professional by any means, but for me to be able to see and say, hey, something's not right, and be able to tell you, like, that's a big deal. And, it helps someone get some treatment they needed.
I just had an idea. This is what happens every time I'm live with somebody. This is why I really need to do them more often. I'm going to continue. My live series is not going to stop with Women's History Month. I learned that, one, I am a real connector.
Oh yeah, you're the 6 degrees of separation. You're literally the degree of the middle. So
I literally, and I've always kind of thought it, but I've always just been like, man, no, I'm really not. But I've learned this month that I really am. That's just one. So that makes me actually go out more and meet more people, which is crazy because that is what makes me super uncomfortable. But whatever, that's a whole nother conversation for another day.
right.
But me being able to meet other people and go out, I am literally the connector. Literally today,
Hey.
someone texted me and asked me about knowing somebody in Houston that does wellness stuff. She in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Literally just me. So, but what would be super dope, but I said all that to when I went a whole Dory moment about it. But when I was thinking, I was like, every live that I've had with someone has literally given me so many ideas to implement that it's crazy. And most of them have been ideas for other people, but you ready for what I'm about to say?
No, because I feel like I'm involved.
You are.
I'm gonna say no, but go ahead.
But that would be so dope. So that we do, we have the capabilities to do foot soaks and foot treatments and aromatherapy foot treatments.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't go into reflexology because I am not certified in any of that. Let me preface that to say that I am not. But as a nurse, there are a lot of things that I know and I am trained to see and understand when it comes to people's feet.
Right.
So we're going to create, we need a cute name and a cute theme to do like a foot event here at the spa.
People hate feet, bro.
They do. And that's the beauty of it, because people hate feet.
People hate feet.
But feet really tell a lot about your health.
Yeah. I mean, a ton that, like, I know, but like you said, I can't diagnose you. Like, I can't say, oh, that's probably this. It's literally, if you've ever done anything like hair, nails, beauty, you have what's called your scope of practice. And so anytime you have a scope of practice, it's literally what you're allowed to work on, basically. My scope of practice allows me to recognize these things, basically to keep myself safe and say, hey, if you got a wart, I probably shouldn't touch that without gloves. But it is not for me to tell you that's a wart. So,
but I can educate you on your wart and how you can help to keep that healthy at home.
Yeah. That would be.
And I can find a podiatrist who can do those things.
So, if I were to take so there's another level of advanced nail tech, you can get a podiatrist, you can work right under a podiatrist. So if I ever want, I can basically work in a podiatry office and do it because I have this certification. I could work in a podiatrist's office and just do pedicures. I could leave you forever and ever.
Oh, because the diabetic patients.
Yeah, and that's why I do dry. So basically, it was certification to be able to do dry pedicures, and that's why, because I had some diabetes.
We're going to talk off a live.
Oh. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness! Literally, I mean, yeah.
I mean, there's a. You know how I am. I don't like to be tooting my own horn all the time, but there's a lot of stuff I know.
I know.
There's a lot of stuff I know.
But that is what this month has taught me. That it is okay as a woman in business to toot your own horn. It is okay as a woman in business to, I'm gonna say my favorite line, to pop your shit.
Pop your shit.
Like it is okay to do that. But we have been, some of us, conditioned to think that, well, it'll come on, because I'm guilty. Well, I don't want to come off as bragging. I don't want to come off as like I'm being boastful. I don't want to come off as flashy. I don't want to come off as this headstrong person and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't want to come off as that. So I'm just going to dim my light, so to speak, so that it doesn't come off to other people. So I'm going to make it, this is how I told myself, so you're going to make yourself be uncomfortable so that other people can be uncomfortable, can be comfortable around you.
I mean, yeah. That's
No.
I mean, I'm not saying that's okay.
No. But I mean, that's literally what I told myself. I was just like, so you, and I need to tell myself that. I'm going to write that back on my affirmation wall. You do not get to make yourself uncomfortable so other people can be comfortable around you.
Oh, like stop making yourself small so other people can keep growing around you. That's wild. Like, why would you do that? But I think that unconsciously, subconsciously, I do that. See that light still out? Did you see?
Yeah, that was the whole moment.
It was like, ding, the light bulb went
That was, that really was the whole light bulb moment.
this light been
So now I need to go write a reminder for us. Let me go put it on the board. Because see, when I write it down, then it becomes facts.
And then the one in the front too is messed up. But yeah, like, you know, making sure you pop your shit at all times. Like, I just find I'm one of those people that it is uncomfortable for me because I feel like as much as an Aries as I am, I do not like everybody to be looking at me all one time, which is why I don't do birthday stuff, which is why I don't want to go to dinner on my birthday, because leave me alone. I don't want all that attention, right?
That's where we're going.
So I find my ways, you know what I mean? And my way is have my nails done. I keep them done. I keep them dope, and I make sure that that's how I pop my shit every once in a while, because this conversation started around. I have to say nothing. It speaks for itself. And
true.
I like to leave it like that, so I quietly do so, because it is a very, 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 very common thing for a nail tech not only to not have their nails done, but to only have one hand. It is an epidemic. Like, it is a major problem. And we all admit it. I'm not even going to say we all, because not me, sis. My nails stay done. You ever seen my nails not done? Okay.
I mean, it's a difference how I see them.
What you mean?
You know, you spread your doing your nails across some days, so sometimes.
True, but you ever seen them naked?
No.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No.
I wouldn't care with nothing on them. I mean, girls that had this whole hand done, art finished, then took pictures, did content. This hand chopped off, no nails, naked, no tips, nothing. I'd be like, Jesus, my OCD wouldn't let me.
No, I've never. I will say I've never.
But I used to listen to these podcasts when I like right after I got out of school, and there was one that was really, really, really helpful. It was Young Nails. If you're a new nail tech, definitely listen to Young Nails podcast. Start with episode 1 and go from there, right? So I used to listen to this podcast every day. And one was talking about how do I get more clientele? Because, oh my gosh, I just had a full circle moment. Wow. So when I started, okay, sorry, that was all in my head. So when I started listening to these podcasts, I have no clientele. You know, I'm traveling to a couple of people. Instagram got like 20 people, nothing. I got a few people that came to me in school, right? I'm just doing dip powder, solid color, no art, no gel, no none of that. And the lady was talking about how she gets more clients. So my full circle moment was she had been doing nails for years, and she was talking about how many days a week she works. And she was like, oh, I only work 3 days a week. And I'm going, child, I'm about to be working 7 to make what I want to make, right? You know, if you set yourself a goal, I felt like I was about to be working like a crazy person to be able to make what I wanted to make at whatever price I wanted to start at, right? And so that was mind-blowing for her to say that she only works 3 days a week. I work 4. That was my full circle moment. Like, fast forward 3 years, it didn't take me that long. It took be 2 years to get to where I've cut back to 4 days. But anyway, what she said in the podcast that was super, super important to me was be your own walking marketing. I say that all the time. Like you always got a shirt on. You can't walk around with needles in your arm, but you always got a shirt on so people can ask you how, what, where, when, what is it? I'm my own walking marketing. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's inappropriate for me to be outside without my nails done. I won't even go to Burger King, bro. Like, I'm not going anywhere because somebody hands you that drink. You're like, oh, I love your nails.
That's how I met you, opening the door.
Right? So it's so important, and I got that from this podcast. It's super, super important to be your own walking marketing if you've got a product of some sort, you know what I mean? But that's why in school it was super important for me to learn how to do my own nails. My school, people I went to school with would always be like, can I do your nails? Can I do your nails? I'd be like, no. And I'd be walking out of there with a raggedy right hand. And it's because I was trying so hard to do my own hand so that I didn't have to depend on anyone else to get my nails done. That was a good chunk of why I went to nail school. Because every time I went to get my nails done, I'd be like, I'm sick of what y'all doing to me and making me pay for it. This is ghetto. And so I hated it every time. So why not learn to do it myself? So yes, people always ask me, is doing your own nails hard? Yes. Does it take a long time? Yes. But is it an investment? Yes. Because I sell that art every single time somebody sits in that chair. Oh, my nails like yours. And I have to tell people no now because, child, everybody's nails gonna look the same. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Hey, Amy, we're not doing that. So, yeah. I said that to say, I don't know.
Well, you said all that to say because as a woman in business, you understand the importance of being your own billboard.
Yeah, popping my shit.
Yes.
Everyone. But
and
that way that I do it in a chill way.
Right.
I don't have to be that person in your face like, guess what? I do nails. You want a card? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but for some people, I mean, your business is not at that point where you feel like you need, although we're at that point to build this wait list, but that's ended the conversation. But you're at that point, like, even though, like she said, I wear some type of something of myself, because during the week, I'll be raggedy, okay? But, I mean, even today, I have on a brush artistry shirt. And, I mean, do I have these shirts to sell? Yes. Do I? No. And that's only because of me. Hey, Daniel, I ain't seen you in these parts in Lord knows how long.
Hey, Chad.
And so that's why it's important for us to understand, and that's a lot for me because I'm in this uncomfortable space when it comes to, being more vocal when it comes to my business, this is easy. It's conversation starters. And so using that, and hey, Daniel, using that aspect of being your own billboard is important because, like you said, no, I can't walk around with needles all the time. I mean, that's just like as a makeup artist. I would always make sure no matter where I went, my makeup would be done.
Yeah.
Majority of the times, I mean, how I got into makeup wardrobing was because people are always asking me, well, how and what do you use? Your skin looks like this. Well, what do you do? What do you put on your face? What do you use for your brow? And I'm like, well, bruh, obviously y'all want to know what it is I use, so let me make this and monetize it because y'all keep asking. Right. So now I'm starting to do classes. Now I'm starting to, I mean, I don't do that anymore. Okay, we're on a pop. So don't slide in my DMs, baby, because I am going to tell you. But that is a part of my world that I do want to tap back into because I love it and I do enjoy it. It's just I had to have a focus. And that was very hard for me to understand is I needed a focus. I pushed brusher and I did so many. I was packing orders and I was marketing online. I was creating classes. I was doing all of these things. And then when I wanted to switch into something else that was like health, which is how the health and beauty kind of came together, was because I wanted to bridge the two things that I love the most, healthcare and beauty. And then I couldn't do the beauty, so I brought Ashley to bring on the beauty part of it as well. So it just worked. And so it's so important. And what I learned this month, one, stepping out of my comfort zone. Hey, Crystal girl. That's another woman boss business babe, because baby, Crystal be out there killing. Okay, she be out there killing. And so what I learned from bringing, y'all, I did 12 lives this month, which for me is like, what? In a month?
Including me?
Huh?
Including me?
No, that wasn't even like the little off live things we did. The lives, not lives, the official lives. But what I learned was so many. The one thing, I left my whole notebook in your room too. But what I learned so much through every woman in business, I learned a lot of transparency moment. The lives were absolutely for everyone else to enjoy and to understand that there are really some amazing Black-owned women businesses out there. But the lives, y'all, were for me. I'm just going to call a spade, okay? The lives were for me to, one, increase my visibility and to be comfortable with what I'm not comfortable with. And that's getting on a button and hitting live, and for people to come on and see me talk about business. Those are things that I was not good at. And so in order for me to get good at it, I had to force myself to do it. Ashley fought me to go on live for y'all all month.
This was an accident. What's not? This was all you month. Came in and demanded.
Mind you, I asked her last week, do you want to close out my live series with me? No, I do not want to be the last one.
I didn't.
You did. Tell me that.
Did not, because I didn't want to do it, but because what just grinds my gears.
Go ahead and say it.
Is people don't get on.
So
they get on, get off, I'm learning that they watch it later, and when they have time, people hop on, say hi, and then they peace out, and that bothers me. I look to see who is on with us right now.
But it doesn't matter.
I see that. I'm aware, because what's funny is I'm thinking, oh, nobody, when we did our grand opening live, people were like, oh yeah, that's all such and such. I'm like, how you know that? They're like, oh, I watched your live. I'm like, okay, period. So clearly I'm getting, I'm working on it. And what I'm finding is that even if it's not something that I'm, trying to work on keeping them short and sweet going forward, for me and nail stuff, because people will watch it later. I used to do a lot, of course, during shutdown. I did lives, not a lot, but I did more then. But it was like, oh, I got some new nail polish. I want to see it, but that's because I had no confidence.
Still want to see stuff like that. I told you my Pinterest board, I have the majority of my pins in one board are nails, and I do not do nails.
So I am going to start doing some polls about what kind of stuff people want to see, so I can start doing them. Because if it's my equivalent to get ready with me, what do I do to get ready? I find that a lot of people that follow me are mostly my clients. The rest of the people are nail techs or
we have
beauty
professionals. This conversation. Majority of my followers on here are business owners.
Right, and so it's like I need to do a poll on what people actually want to see, because what I think is popular content is because other nail techs are watching it. It's just popular to me. Right.
But even if you do a poll, though, you're only polling the people who do what you do.
Well, not necessarily. I would say the good chunk. I have a few people that hold me down, like a good 50, 60 that watch my story every day. Now, it doesn't go up and down. Like, when it was my birthday, I was in the hundreds because everybody was telling me happy birthday. And it's people that don't just do nails. They're, my friends, you know what I mean? And so my stories had a lot more views those couple of days. But as far as like content, like if you follow me, what do you want to see? That it's my clients, and they want to see the polish so they can pick it before they come get their nails done.
But that's true.
I know.
And even if they'll, so I only, because I'm always going to challenge any and everything that you say to me always. But even if nobody, so if only one person votes in your poll, then just show stuff that you do all the time. The whole point of you doing the content is to add value to the marketplace. And that is the one thing that I am learning and really understanding was, yes, did I want to come on here to talk about and close out Women's History Month? Yes. But I also have an event coming up on April 15th. So I'm also going to talk about the importance of being wellness because that's the value that needs to be added to the community so people can understand. So it's the value in what you do that people need to see. Why is it that you use the certain bits that you use? Why don't you drill? I heard somebody ask you that. Well, do you drill a lot? Like these are the things that people, when they go and get their like chop shops, like you call them, when they go and get their nails done at these chop shops, that they wonder why their nail health is the way that it is. They wonder why their toes be having they toenails be dark and be having them little rings around them, and they don't realize that's fungus underneath their toes, and they don't understand where that came from. Well, baby, because you are putting your feet in a dirty pedicure bowl that they're not cleaning.
Correct. Step one, clean it.
So these are the things that you know, but I do the same thing. You think that's basic to you.
Yeah.
That to you, because you know that. But it's not
Yes.
basic to somebody else. I say the same thing. Well, people know how to check their blood pressure and people check their blood pressures, but they don't.
No.
You have patients that come in that are on blood pressure medications every day and don't check their medication and don't check their blood pressure at all.
That's wild. We had a blood pressure cuff in the house. And then nobody had high blood pressure. My grandma did.
But
in a whole other house.
So to me, that's basic knowledge.
Right.
I take a pill. I take a pill every day. I need to check my blood pressure every day. That's basic knowledge to me. It's not, though.
So your content around using a blood pressure cuff will be
the importance on why you should check your blood pressure every day when you are taking blood pressure medications. The importance on why you need to check your sugars every day when you are a diabetic and on medications for your diabetes every day. That's the stuff that I think is basic information, but it's not a universal thing to everybody. It's basic to me because it's something I see every day, all day. This is the same stuff I preach every day, all day. Teaching health and wellness is stuff I teach all day, every day. So it's basic knowledge to me, and I don't think people care about it.
But they do.
There you go.
We'll get there.
No, I'm gonna put you on it. I'm gonna write on that chalkboard wall.
You stay off that board. I don't see no goals on my board.
Yeah, well, at this rate, that's what it's gonna be. Reminders, goals, specials. we're gonna divide that whole white chalkboard wall into 3 parts because we wanted that chalkboard wall so bad if we got it, and we ain't used it but one time since it's been in here.
Lisa wrote on it.
One time.
We ain't wrote on it once. But I told you before we got it, I would love it, but I'm not gonna write on it because y'all gonna have me. Ashley, can you draw? Mm-hmm. So I checked out before we even painted the shit because I do. My hand is a crest. Child, my hand is
right. I get it.
My left hand.
So what's next? Women's History Month is coming to an end. It's been a great month. Minority Awareness Month kicks off tomorrow.
Wait, Minority Health Awareness?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I need to get the official name for it because I'm pretty sure that's not the official name for it. I'm almost sure that it's not, but y'all get the gist. That kicks off in April, which is why I wanted to do the Health Expo in April. So I'm going to do a whole live on that as well. Is Minority Health Awareness?
No, my National Minority Health Month.
Okay. So I just added my own twist to it.
You sure?
So National Minority Health Month. And the importance on, which is the whole reason why I want to do the Health and Wellness Expo in April. Everything is very
April 15th?
No,
Saturday.
it's not April 15th. That Health Awareness Day is not that day. I tried, but it's a day during the week, so it wasn't going to stay.
Is what day? The 15th?
Oh, April 15th, yes.
Yes, from 10 to 2.
Yes, at the West End Square. But that's the whole reason why I wanted it to be in April, because it's Minority Health Month, not Minority Health Month. That's the whole reason why I wanted to be a community event about wellness, because it's Minority Health Month. And so many minorities do not have good health.
Right.
Why and how do I know that? Well, hello, I've been an ER nurse for the past 7 years. I have worked at various hospitals around the US of A, and I understand that minority health is trash.
Hey, Lana.
So these are things that comes back to us popping our own shit. Like, these are things that I can say that I am an expert when it comes to those things, because, baby, I done seen it all, done it all, heard it all, smelt it all, felt it all.
Okay.
There ain't nothing that you can't. But I still do get surprised by stuff, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, because the patient last night, still, I was just like, wow.
You're still surprised by things you said?
Oh, absolutely.
Ew.
Because there's still things that I see every day that I just be like, there's no way.
That's wild.
Because I'm trying to figure out how and why and when, and I'd be like, there's no way. So, yes, this was an amazing month. We had our grand opening celebration this month.
It was my birthday.
It was your birthday this month. I mean, April was a great month.
March.
Dang. April's going to be a great month, but March was a great month.
It's still March.
We did a lot of new things this month, both of us. Ashley got new products. Ashley was pushed outside of her comfort zone.
Ashley has new products. Eight. Look at
yes. Everyone asked me at work. I use my pen at work. You will be so happy for me. I use my pen at work every shift that I keep the pen in my work backpack.
Yeah.
And people are like, "Oh, what is that? Cuticle LL. Oh, where did you get that from?" I just need the website now, because 4 people have asked me, and I don't know how to get them, direct them to you. I could tell them they could buy them. I could bring them to work.
Yep. Tell them cash app your child.
Yeah, I'll do that. So March was a great month. How did you feel about the month of March?
I'm excited for April because of what it is, Minority Health
Month.
I was about to say awareness, because you keep saying it and you're making up stuff. So Minority Health Month. I'm excited I'm going to set a goal to learn something new about minority health. We had a very good conversation today. My clients had a very good conversation today about sickle cell, about how it is only affecting African Americans. And I don't know that a lot of people know that, but there is something else that is related that only affects Indian people. Learned that today. Had no idea. I don't know the name. They said it started with an M. I had to look it up. But I think what hit hard was that, I know that, you know that about sickle cell. The 2 ladies that were my clients today that were talking about it, both of their daughters have sickle cell. I did not know that. So knowing that was just a lot. You know what I mean? When someone says they're going through with their kid, that's a whole nother level of what they're going through. But on top of that, also finding out that they didn't know that they had the trait until they were pregnant. And so that is wild to me. And is sickle cell rough? Yes. But it's one of those things that, like, if you found out, like, maybe we should ask, how do you feel about this? So if I found out my kid had, I don't know, something that was going to impact their life extremely, and they weren't going to be able to have a good quality of life, would I still carry through with that pregnancy, right? And I feel like sickle cell might be up there for some people. After watching their child go through it, they're like, don't know if I do that if you could find out ahead of time, right? So I think education around it is not enough. For both of these women sitting here, very intelligent, educated women, telling me that they had no idea that they had the trait. Here's the crazy part, they both knew that the father of their children had the trait, but they didn't know that they had the trait, which is how the child ended up with it, because both parents have. And I did not know that. I mean, I knew both parents had to have it, but it's like, it's one of those things that I think I talk about, and I can relate this to nails too. We always just talk about the textbooks and how there's not enough black examples or examples of color. So they're like, oh, it's going to be a rash. It's a white person's hand and it's red bumps. Well, my bumps ain't going to be red necessarily or look that color if I have a rash. So if I'm looking for something, it's not going to look the same. There's not enough representation in those textbooks. So are we going to doctors and they're not going, hey, let's go ahead and test for this trait because you're black? No. They can't possibly be doing that. Because
and on top of that, a step further, it's knowing which doctors to go to be able to get those tests done.
Yeah, but it's like, and I don't want to be I can be that person, but I don't want to be the person that only go to black doctors because they're the only ones that are going to take care of you properly. They could have both had a black doctor. I don't know, but they could have. And if that's the case, they both have a black doctor and they still missed it. You know, how do you mentally prepare for the things that your kids are going to go through? You know, it's scary, but it's like, do we have the right information? So that's my goal for April, is to learn something else about minority health specifically in the month of April, because I learned something new, impactful, and doesn't necessarily directly impact me, but it could. It's something, as a trait I could get tested for, so I know.
You can. But I like that. I'm going to do a little known, you know, they do little known Black history fact. I'm going to do a little known minority health fact.
Do you have a goal? Not necessarily.
Can you write that in my notebook that's over there?
Did you leave a pen, child? No.
You have a pen in your bottom drawer down there, I'm sure.
Not you know where my stuff is. So I need you
to. It is. I really love that, actually, because that is literally the whole reason behind. I wouldn't say the whole reason, but since I have moved into my business of being in health promotion and disease prevention, my outlook on how I see my patients is so totally different. My education on how I educate my patients is so totally different.
Yeah.
Because before, my mindset was just a reactive mindset where I only focused on fixing and treating the issue that's at hand.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have shifted to disease prevention. And so with that comes to, even though they are here in my presence because of something that has happened, now I can educate them on how to prevent things to go further or how to maintain their health. I had a patient this week, actually. He was a Black man, probably like, was he early 50s? Maybe early 50s. Maybe he was like late 40s. His mother was a diabetic. And for like a week or so, he just felt like he was just tired and he was just peeing a whole lot. But he was just like, I just could not get it together. And his mom had told him for weeks, like, you need to check your sugar. You need to check your sugar. You need to check your sugar. And he checked it once, but he blew it off. He blew his mom off. How he became my patient is because by the time he got to us, his sugar was 667.
Oh.
A normal sugar is 70 to 100, 110.
Jesus Christ.
It was 667.
So what are the effects? What did he look like? How do you feel?
Normal.
Wow.
Just like me and you do. Talk just fine. Walk just fine. He was a heavyset guy. Probably has high blood pressure. Probably has the trifecta. I call it the health triangle. High blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol. Never been diagnosed before. Only history, his mom is a diabetic. Doesn't eat the greatest. The trifecta of what happens with a lot of minorities. And now his life is forever, not necessarily, but his life is altered right about now.
Yeah.
And had he not come in when he did, like his mama told him originally, she right. Mind you, his mama's a whole retired nurse, but you know.
No, she's a nurse too, sir. You're just gonna ignore her.
And he didn't pay attention. And so those are things that I now can notice the shift in me, where when it comes to having these conversations about the patients, it was on disease prevention and health promotion. And I told him, and my words to him were, dude, this is not a death sentence for you unless you let it be. You do not have to be. I said, now when you leave this hospital, you can guarantee you're going to be on some medications for this. You can guarantee that. But that does not mean that this has to be the rest of your life unless you let it. So that means from this day forward, because we can't do nothing about what you could have did to prevent it because we're here now. But from this day forward, you need to make sure that, one, you are checking your sugars and you are checking your blood pressure every day. I don't mean every other day. I don't mean once a week. I mean every day. That means now you need to be more cognizant about the foods that you're eating, not just sweets, but that means carbs too. Now you need to make sure that now you need to figure out, you need to weight manage. What does that look like? Because you need to lose weight. Yeah. These are all the things that you need to put in place now to make a difference in what your life can be for the next 20 years. These are conversations that now I have to have with people, because to my mind has switched from just, okay, yeah, I'm going to treat the issue. And I feel like with a lot of minorities, and what comes with that is we're so used to people just treating our issues and not telling us how to prevent them from happening.
Right.
So then you end up with a trifecta because nobody knows.
Right.
Nobody knows how you can manage diabetes before it happens. Nobody knows how you can manage high cholesterol before you have it. Nobody knows how you can manage high blood pressure before it happens. And then nobody teaches you of the things that can happen if you get it.
But what do you do before?
There you go. Everybody knows what can happen if your blood pressure gets too high.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what happens if your sugars get out of control.
I don't think it's I don't want to say pushed enough, but I don't think that it is given enough attention the before.
No.
It's like once you have it, it's like you have to. But it's like beforehand, like what do you say beforehand? You don't.
And that's why it was during her live stories with Claudia, where her doctor, and I applaud her doctor for telling her, we got two options. I can continue to write you prescriptions for medications, and I can give them to you. And if that's the relationship you want to have, I will write you a script every month. Or you can make a choice to say this is not how you want to live, and I will never have to write you a script ever again. But that came from her provider having that conversation with her on the options that you have for prevention.
Yeah.
And that's where we miss, because we're not educated on diabetic prevention. We're not educated on high blood pressure prevention. We're not educated on high cholesterol prevention. I can tell you that. If I was not a nurse, that is nothing that was ever come up in my household. That growing up, I was never educated on any of that.
I mean, I can't say that wasn't my situation, but that was because my grandmother was diabetic. And so
exactly.
My mom, it's already happened. So again, like you said, the prevention came for us because we already had it happen to someone. My mom came home one day and was like, I don't know if my grandma had a scare or something happened. You know, I think my grandma's superwoman and nothing's ever going to happen to her. So to me, it was weird. I was like, yo, I don't know what's going on. My mom's kind of freaking out. She had come home and she literally threw out all the pop in the house, threw out all the, like, I don't want to say like all the snacks, but all the, like high sugary crap that we were eating. Mm-hmm. So cereal had to change, snack, gummies and all that stuff. That we were kids. I was maybe 11. And so I had a little, or 12, maybe I was in high school. Or right before high school, maybe. So like 12 or 13. And so my little brother, I had a little baby brother at the time, and then of course my dad, and it was just like, she came in and just cleaned house. We were drinking cranberry juice and water. No unnecessary sugar. Like, why are we drinking pop? Like, what is that for? What is that doing for us? And so she was just like, there are a lot of easy things that we can cut and stop doing to make sure that we're not, eating unnecessary sugars and having high cholesterol and things like that. She's like, we got to watch how we eat.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a kid. We didn't go to McDonald's. We didn't go, that was a treat. We
Mm-hmm.
ate, but it wasn't because we didn't have, because I didn't have McDonald's money, okay? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I had McDonald's money, baby, in that piggy bank, I had it. But I wasn't allowed to use it because it wasn't good for you.
And the reason is because it was something that had already affected your family.
Yeah. And so if it doesn't already affect your family, the information is not there, especially not from providers. And some of that, to me, again, it goes back to, like, is it because your doctor, you talked about this trifecta. Is it because your doctor's not Black? Because that trifecta is their family. And,
I don't feel that way.
I don't think, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that's the case.
Mm-mm.
I think they may be more avid to talk about it, to say, hey, pay attention. There might be a little bit more prevention in that area. But for the most part, I think it's just lack of education, like you said, preventatively.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big thing. So then when we hit that wall, it's like, oh, dang, we should do something about this.
Mm-hmm. And we don't ever want to do nothing about it. I'm going to do a whole live this month on Black men and their health.
Ooh, child. I hope they get on. I hope they get on, and I hope they have something to say, because I do not want to come on.
They're not have nothing to say, because I already have the patients that I got the receipts. So they ain't got to have nothing to say. I got receipts.
No, I'm just saying, I hope they talk. I hope they come on and talk.
Mm-mm. They probably won't.
I want them to come on.
But
and
I mean, that's something that is a huge area that I really want to focus a lot on, and it's something that it's always been in the back of my mind for a long time. But it's an untapped area, but such a difficult area to get into too.
Yeah.
And so that is a conversation that is a live that I'm going to do this month on Black men and their health.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about Black men and mental health. That's another tough topic and conversation to have too. But hey, Ellen, girl, I'm gonna tomorrow. You gonna be there tomorrow? I know you're gonna be there tomorrow. I got to talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, Michelle.
I got some good news for you for tomorrow, Elin. Okay. I just found out about it like an hour ago, so I got some good news for you for tomorrow. So that is a thing that is definitely like, this is why the Wellness in Motion Expo is just such a huge thing for me, because it goes far beyond like, yes, this is my first event. Okay. Yes. We can put that right. Yeah, it is. But it's bigger than that. It's more of, these are the type of conversations that we need to bring to the forefront. These are the type of conversations and the prevention that people need to understand about. These are the type of things that, hey, I am the perfect person to help you to understand that. As in the ER, I literally get any and everything that walks through my door. Whatever it looked like, good, bad, right, wrongly, it ain't in a bow, it ain't tied up nice. 9 times out of 10, I know nothing about it before it walked through my door. And so I've seen what can happen when these things are not addressed.
Hey, Dreamy.
Like, I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. I know it. I've studied it. I've learned it. And I know what can happen when you don't deal with your wellness, whether it's financially, whether it's mentally, whether it's spiritually, whether it's emotionally, whether it's socially. Like, these are things that you can't neglect, one, and think everything else is going to be great.
Yeah.
You can try.
You need balance of those things, for sure.
You need eudaimonia. Okay? That is what you need. Baby, let me put that on it. Let me.
Wear your t-shirt, man.
The Holy Spirit, like Kathy said, come in the room, because I feel it coming. Okay, I feel it.
Where's Will? Tell him we need another shirt. ASAP. It's a crab leg.
Because literally, that is what eudaimonia means.
Yeah.
That is us allowing you to operate at your optimal self. And in order for you to operate at your optimal self, you need all aspects and all continuums of wellness, all 9 of them. We focus on 5, but you need all 9.
a lot.
It is. It's deeper. It's deeper than just beauty.
That sounds sensual.
That's my tagline. Okay.
Sounds like I should be like, it's deeper than beauty.
The beauty is what people see on the outside. But it's true. The beauty is just far beyond just the word beauty. But it's more what, when I made the tagline is deeper than beauty, it's more of saying it's deeper than what you see on the outside. And that's what beauty is and what people see on the outside. Your wellness and how you are and how you operate and how you function, it's deeper than that. Because people walk around and are miserable and terrible states every day, and they wear a smile on their face. I literally talked about that on my live on Monday, how my coworker was the jolliest, bubbliest. The last shift I worked with that woman, we had a blast. We got our asses handed to us that night because we were still in the middle of COVID. So literally her patients was dropping dead, I swear to you, all night long. It was a toxic work environment, okay? It was toxic. But we laughed and joked through it all. Y'all, that lady killed herself 1 week later.
What? Wow. Oh my
It's
God.
deeper than beauty because what you see on the outside has nothing to do. You have no idea that the storms that people are dealing with on the inside. Because their wellness is out of whack. It's not just mentally. Like, yes, mentally, you can be in a really, really bad place and it'll affect the rest of your life. But think about if you're in a bad place mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially, and socially.
Yeah, that's rough.
You are a ticking time bomb at that point.
Spiritually, let's keep it, because when I tell you there have been some days all 4 of them can be down, but I'm spiritually still in a real good place. You know what I mean?
You're still making it.
I'm still making it, right?
Your ride is like this. I'm still through it.
But God. But then I can be a little janky and be like, I'm gonna put on some makeup.
All right, so now I don't look like how I'm feeling on the inside, but I'm gonna keep going. Oh, okay. Well, let me go holler at some friends and maybe let me get myself out of the funk. Now I'm address the social part. Okay, now I'm feeling a little bit better right there. Okay, you know what? I need some endorphins to go off a little bit. Oh, okay. Let me get on this bike and let me just ride a little bit to help myself out. Now I didn't hit 4 parts of it. But it's literally.
You ain't even left the house yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can literally hit those things before you left the house. But what I think that I fear is, hey, August, what I fear and don't find out about people is that they don't have the tools. What I find out about people is they don't have the tools. I have a lot of clients, and I'm not pointing anybody out, I have a lot of clients that do come and say, like, this is therapy. And some of it is because, I'm not saying I'm doing anything fantastic. I'm nobody's therapist. But I do always say that this is, what'd you say?
I said she does.
Okay. No. So I always say that this is a safe space, right? And so as long as you don't bring anybody to the appointment with you, everything you say is between me and you. You know? And so if you, I'm not going to use that example because it's disrespectful. It doesn't matter. I was just, okay, so an example I had the other day, I had a client that was political. She made a political statement. And she was like, okay, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to go there. I just feel really strongly about it. And I said, listen, this is a safe space. I'm not telling you I'm going to respond because I'm not going to say something that may hurt your feelings. I'm going to try to respond professionally so that I'm not hurting your feelings about your political stance. But it is a safe space if you want to talk about it, right? If you want to sometimes it's just getting it off your chest. Sometimes it's real crazy. Michelle knows. We've talked about elbows to booty holes. Girl, we done talked about everything. And I don't be remembering Michelle's last name sometimes.
Elbows to booty holes.
Michelle, come on. We have talked about everything.
Wait, who's Michelle? I feel like I didn't probably been in a few conversations too.
okay, because you pop on in. But that's the thing, like safe space. Exactly. You are safe to talk about and without judgment, okay? Unless it's, white nails, and then I'm gonna judge you. But
And
without
I'm gonna
judgment,
get my white toes all summer long.
you're gonna have to go somewhere else.
No.
Don't do that. Don't act up on my line. Child, I was okay. Now you raised my blood pressure. But yeah, this is a safe place.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Yeah, that's what I said. I had to look at your picture, Michelle. I'm like, yep, I didn't been on some of the conversation.
okay.
Yeah.
We talk about everything, but being that comfortable, being in that safe space helps us educate each other. There are things that I didn't know about. There are things that I don't know that people do, don't do, shouldn't do, wouldn't do. I learned from these safe spaces, okay? The stuff that y'all be talking about, talking with me about, like, it is very important to have that space. And sometimes, I'm not saying that this is any client of mine, but this just an example that
I'm gonna have my white toes in the summer.
change some colors. Thank you, Michelle. We're not finna do this all summer. You have to learn to paint them yourself, or go to Target, put your hand in the little thing. They'll paint them because I'm not doing it. This is a safe space to talk about those things. These are things that I can learn. I can learn from y'all, but sometimes just talking about it is therapeutic. Just getting it out.
Mm-hmm. But it is, because that touches on mental wellness, that touches on social wellness, and it touches on your intellectual wellness too.
Yeah, and then you leave with pretty nails. So, like,
Then you look at it and you be like, oh, thank you.
That's a personal good feeling to leave with good nails. Yeah, that it covers a lot of things in this couple of hours that you're here. So I feel like it's very important to that's the kind of space that you walk into, like, oh, I love it in here, baby, because I love it in here. I got to be here all day for 4 or 5 days.
Because literally, when I come in here, I mean, I'm here for some hours.
Every time. And so I'm going to make sure that I love it. And I try to add the things that y'all enjoy as well. But, it's good to have that safe space, but it's good to make sure that we're covering those levels, covering those bases of wellness, and not forgetting the extra pieces, making sure that we're, communicating with each other in a way that is getting our wellness touched in all places.
Yes. So I love it. This was, this was bomb.
You be so proud of yourself. Like I said, I know that little grin. That grin, baby. How I screenshot this? Because I'm gonna share the grin with the world. I don't even know how to screenshot.
Good. I did that. I did that.
That's your grin. I don't know how to do this.
That's what you get, because the grin is gone. Okay? The grin is gone.
I'm mad. I don't know how to screenshot out of back. Like so many times.
It's gone. Yeah, I gotta get my hair.
Keep it back.
Girl, not after she didn't have here and dipped on us like that, but this was this really gave me so many levels of what I need to do and what I want to do and how I'm gonna dominate this month, because to be honest, I had no clue.
She said the fact I'm still online. Girl,
listen, this conversation got good.
You know what I notice people do though, even if they're long, and I say this because I do it, I'll go to listen to somebody's live and do something else. So like when I'm doing nails, I'll go and listen, especially if we just be talking. You know what I'm saying? Baby, I'll be having to kick you out, and you do come back every damn time. See, them conversations, they'll be getting inappropriate.
That's okay, Michelle. I get kicked out every day.
You get put out for different reasons. Michelle is wild.
I am going to call you. As soon as I get off here, I'm going to call you.
Not you on our live talk about get out of here, Keita. She said I can't get through. Oh, because I got your phone, huh? You need a charge. But
that's why I have to put this one on the charger.
I had to shut the door and keep you out. But no, I put Michelle out because Michelle is wild and she be inappropriate in the best.
It's okay. So, like I said, I get put out every day, Michelle, so I'm not worried about it. Don't worry about it. Pay it no mind like I pay it no mind.
But it's still a safe space. Even if I have to put you out, you can say what you need to
Oh,
say.
hey, girl, listen, I'm going to DM you because I need the hair girl's information. I was going to message you, and I didn't forgot for 2 days, but I need her information.
Okay, well, I'm hungry, and I got to go.
Okay, so thank y'all for rocking with me.
My goal was to learn something new about minority health. What's your goal?
Ooh, I got a lot of goals for this month of April because April is a busy month. We have 3 events. Nope. I do because I can't say I have one goal. I have 3 events this month and health and minority health month. I can't pick one thing. My focus is going to be minority health month.
Yeah, you can pick one to share. Don't be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Pick one to share with the group. One.
I can't. To educate on health and wellness in the minority community.
Do what?
To educate on health and wellness in the minority community.
Bye, Michelle. That's an obvious. Okay. I'm not.
You didn't say it. Don't tell me my goal ain't good enough.
It's not. It's not acceptable. It's not gonna cut it. We know that that's the goal. You're having a whole event. Of course, you're educating. This was a personal goal. This wasn't like what am I doing for business? Like, I have a personal goal to learn some extra stuff because I learned about sickle cell anemia today and about the trait and testing and all that good stuff. What's your goal? Like, what you trying to?
I don't know. I can't give you that answer right now. Let me figure it out. Well, let me say this. I made a personal goal at the beginning of the year to learn something new every day.
Okay.
So that has just been something that was my goal for the beginning of the year, was to learn one new thing a year and to reduce my carbon footprint at least once to twice a week. So
how did you your carbon footprint?
Baby, that's a whole conversation for a whole nother live. Okay.
No, tell us how you did this week.
How I did it this week?
Once or twice a week. So what'd you do this week?
My thing and how I've been doing that is by recycling. That has been the thing that I have been able to do consistently, is to recycle. And I conserved water this week because I had somebody else do my laundry.
Period. Can I bring my stuff? I want to bring my laundry, child, for $5.
So yeah, that is just my own personal goal that I've had. So y'all thank Ashley for coming on, even though I told her to just close out her live series with me. And she did it anyway. And it turned into a fantabulous, we had guests, y'all. We had multiple guests. We had some of my content brothers came into the room. We done gave y'all a whole little piece of an education thing on whole wellness emotion. So we talked about her cuticle oils. So if you're in the Dallas area, April 15th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., our Wellness Emotion event will take place at West End Square with me and Love Jones Creations. So it's going to be an amazing event. We've actually gotten some pretty big confirmations of people, but we can't let y'all know what she said until the week of. So
love you. Bye, Lisa.
Love you, Lisa. Bye. Girl, send me the info. Okay, don't forget. So Lisa's also going to be there providing express facials. So it's going to be a whole vibe. I'm really excited about the event. And I know that even if I don't make a difference to 100 people's lives, even if I make it into one, that's good enough for me. So happy Women's History Month to all my boss women babes. I appreciate you. I support you. I applaud y'all. Y'all keep killing it. Thank y'all to all of my guests that I had on this month. Y'all literally came in and shut it down. Okay?
And then the last day of Women's History Month, I want a grill. So if anybody knows where I can get one, so I can do like this.
Big
My teeth are straight up.
Big T. Okay? That's where you're going to go. Big T Bazaar.
Oh, everybody tells me, but nobody wants to take me.
Okay. Love y'all. Y'all have a good night.
I'm sleepy. Get me off of here.
Y'all
Bye.
have a good night. Tomorrow we will be at Dream Performance for their 5-year anniversary community workout at Dream Performance in Fort Worth. We are going to be raffling off our B12 shots. We're going to have our biometric screenings there. And hey, T-Girl, how you going? How you going? We're going to be raffling off some B12 shots. We're going to be raffling off some spa gift cards. I'm going to figure out what else I'm going to throw in tonight because I don't know. But I'm going to throw in a little razzle dazzle. So I'll be there. Studio E Fit will be there. Dream Performance, Black Heart Association, Cancer Cares. It's going to be, we are kicking off Minority Health Month in the best way possible at a minority-owned gym
Come
with
on,
some
my
minority-owned vendors and some minority screenings. Okay?
it sound black.
Yeah, black and brown. Black and brown. Minorities, okay? We black and browns, okay? So we will be there tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So I will be going live there, and it's gonna be a whole mood. I always have a good time at the Dream Performance with my Dream Performance family. So if y'all want more information on the wellness event, send me a DM. We are still accepting vendors until April the 5th. So if you are interested in being a vendor and you're in the wellness space, definitely send me a DM and I can send you more information. This has been a phenomenal month. And actually, what?
Just so you know, vendor, they can message me too.
Oh, yeah.
So I can send you. I want to make sure that everybody
gets it. So you can send either of us a DM. And we can get the information. You can DM Like Her Love, and she can get the information up to you. Because it's a lot of her clients, and y'all be having stuff, and I be finding out that y'all be having stuff, and I don't find out until y'all appointments. So even if you've never done a vendor event before, message me, girl, okay? And let me figure out what I can do for you, okay?
I'm sleeping.
Okay. Love y'all. Bye.
I love you. Bye.